Have you ever noticed that every time we take the easy route, take the more comfortable path, where we seek a little bit more pleasure, have you ever noticed that things get harder as a result? It's like things just get a little more painful. But maybe we don't always realize that there's a correlation directly from the pleasure route and extra pain. But many of us are too bought into the lie of somehow we can avoid pain. But it's not possible. We can't go through life without experiencing pain, without experiencing struggle and suffering. See, we may not be able to avoid it, but the cool thing is we actually get to choose what kind of pain. It's all up to us. And every day we have the choice to make. Do we live an easy day today and do whatever whim comes to us, do whatever we feel like doing? Or do we put that to the side? Let's leave that alone for now. Maybe we'll be able to have more pleasure in the future, but right now, let's choose the disciplined path. Let's do that thing that we've been putting off. Let's finally take some action today. Yeah, either way we go, there's going to be pain. The difference is the time frame. See, when we pick the discipline path, it's always difficult in the beginning. It's always challenging right now. It's always something that it's like it sucks and I really don't want to do this. And then we got the flip side. Yes. The wonderful, comfortable route where we sacrifice what we want for what we want right now. See, these are the type of things that if we make these decisions long enough, this is how we end up with bad health. This is how we end up with money problems. This is how we end up with results that we don't want, but there's no immediate consequence for choosing the comfortable way. You see, the difference can be when we choose the discipline path. Let's say, for example, my thing is I like to hop in the cold shower. Not for the entire duration now, but at least for the beginning of the shower, I get in the cold water. And then I turn it on to the warmth. But almost every time I'm about to get in the shower, I hear the voice whispering to me, don't do it. You don't have to do it, man. We really don't want to do the discipline thing. We don't want to, what even is the point in hopping in the cold water? Is there really any point? You can't really notice anything right now. Would it really hurt if you just skipped it and then took a whole warm shower? And then it's in those moments that we have to not even either. Because I was going to say argue with it and overturn it, or just ignore it completely and take action anyways. But let's remove the either and let's just take action anyways. Let's let that voice do a whole lot of yapping and then just take action anyways. We don't have to indulge. We don't have to entertain the voice, because it's always so funny. I do the discipline thing. I get in the cold water anyways, and it's not even for that long amount of time. But I get in the cold water, and before you know it, I'm in the warm water, and then the warm water feels that much better. That's just how discipline works. Every time we take the discipline route, it sucks. But then afterwards, we get a lovely reward called joy. And we appreciate whatever it is that we get in return for doing the discipline thing. It's like, if we really want something sweet, for example, and we tie an if-then to it. If I do this, then I get to eat the sweet. But if we take away the if-then and we just indulge in the sweet, it never tastes as good as it could be if you decided to do the X amount of reps in the gym, X amount of work, X amount of deep work, whatever, and then you get to enjoy it. Since there's no difficulty, no journey, no challenge tied to it, then it loses its punch. But the opposite can be said. See, when we reframe our mind and we look at things this way, it makes it easier to be disciplined. You know, if we can tie some kind of rewards all the time and make things that are seemingly trivial and make these things more exciting, then it's easier to stay disciplined. It's just like the cold shower, with the cold shower being the suck, the discipline part, the part that's gonna just add a little bit of more mental toughness, that extra edge. And then the reward is the nice, wonderful warmth of the warm shower, you know? So let's begin to reframe our mind. Let's embrace the fact that pain is inescapable. And let's just choose the kind of pain that's going to build us instead of the kind of pain that's going to break us. Either way we look at it, we will feel it, and there's nothing we can do about it. So, we might as well get something out of the pain, right? Why not get that wonderful feeling of joy knowing that you accomplished something? Knowing that you chose the discipline route the hard way in the beginning, so it's easier in the back end. Anyways, if you made it to this point in the video, I thank you. I greatly appreciate you. Shout out to you, man. Because you didn't have to do this. You could have been doing anything else, watching anything else. But you hung out with me. Anyways, appreciate you. See you in the next video. Happy conquering, and adios for now.